All right, what's up, guys? I'm going to be going over today's trade recap. Today is January. Oh, shit. Today's January 21st, 2025. Today is Tuesday. I'm pretty sure, right? Yep, today's Tuesday. Um, I usually start. All right, first let's start off with this. With these trading recaps, I'm going to break down the trades I took for you guys. All the confluences I go over, I will be teaching once I start posting more videos with the educational videos on the weekend. But I'm just going to give you guys a quick run through of the trade I took. I also have a live video of the trade I'm going to post also on my Instagram. You guys could check out just so you guys know I actually took the trade. But with these videos, it'll just be a quick overview of what the trades look like and how I got my analysis and everything. So usually I start charting around 9 a.m. Eastern time, so 30 minutes before New York market open. So what I did first is this is Nasdaq here and ES on this side. I marked out. We'll go to the 4 hour on each one of these real quick for you. Um, we had this previous day 4 hour high over here, and this previous daily low over here, which is a 4 hour low, and then same thing I marked out over here on ES. So we had this 4 hour high up here, and then we had this 4 hour low. Then we went down into the 1 hour time frame, and we had Asian session highs, and then we also had London session highs on both of the indexes. Do that on NQ2. So here's a high right here, 1 hour high. We got the blue and then the red candle. This is the highest. This I think this Asian session high, and then we also had this 1 hour high over here. This was London session high. So before market opened, I expected price to sweep out one of these high time frame draws of liquidity. I was expecting the market to go down and take out these lower time frames. So I was bearish on the day. I didn't expect price to come down into the 4 hour. I was expecting price to take out either this 1 hour low or this 1 hour low. Nasdaq ended up taking out both, but ES ended up taking out one. And the trade I took today was on ES. So we'll go down into the 5 minute, because this is where after I mark my high time frame draws on liquidity, I start on the 5 minute and wait for confluences like a break of structure or inverse fair value gap or an SMT. And today, when Nasdaq pre-market swept these highs around 9 a.m., um, pretty sure ES didn't. Yeah, ES didn't sweep these yet, but we formed an SMT. So on ES we formed a high and then a lower high, and then on Nasdaq we formed a high and then a higher high. So Nasdaq was the lagging index at first, so I was looking to take a trade on Nasdaq, but as time went on, I ended up seeing an entry on ES. So as we could see, before market open, even on Nasdaq, go over here, we got a break of structure to the downside on the 5 minute. So I was looking to already look for sells, but I don't take sells. This red line you guys see here, this is market open, which is 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, and then this is 9:50 a.m. This is my macro, where I do not trade in because I'm in my manipulation phase, because I back tested a lot on my strategy, and I noticed that in this area, price usually manipulates before making its big move on that day. So I never take a trade based off my strategy past 9:50 a.m. So if we go to ES also, let's see where we got our break of structure on the 5 minute. We'll go here. So pre-market, I'm pretty sure it did it around the same time. Yeah, 9:05 a.m. We had a 5 minute break of structure on ES. So I was looking for sells, but I wanted to keep an eye on in case we broke 5 minute structure to the upside, and the whole time we didn't break 5 minute structure. But as soon as market opened on Nasdaq, we ended up taking out this 1 hour low down here. So we'll mark that out real quick. So I saw that Nasdaq ended up taking out these lows, so I decided to switch over to ES, because as you can see around, let's put that back real quick, sorry. Around 9:35 a.m. We swept these lows on Nasdaq, and we'll go to 9:35 a.m. here. Yeah, on ES we didn't sweep these lows yet, and we also didn't sweep these highs till around 9:30 a.m. So I was ended up looking at Nasdaq the S&P 500. So we'll take this draw on liquidity away. After that, as you can see, the market kept pushing down for Nasdaq. So I was on the 1 minute regardless because we had a 5 minute break of structure and also a bearish SMT. So I was pretty bearish on the day. As we could see, once the manipulation time frame closed, Nasdaq ended up coming back up, and we ended up sweeping out these 1 hour lows also around 9:54 a.m. So if we go to ES, this is where I decided to look at ES and take a trade. So 9:54 on ES, we didn't sweep out these lows yet. So we'll focus on ES now since Nasdaq already swept out those. So where I took my trade, we're on the 1 minute here. I was looking for a break of structure to the downside on the 1 minute because ES came up and swept these highs. So I looked for a break of structure on the 1 minute. We ended up getting that right here while forming a bearish imbalance. I marked this bearish imbalance out, which we have right here, and then I also saw equilibrium, which will be this. So I marked from those highs to these lows, from these highs to these lows, and I saw price respect this bearish fair value gap and equilibrium with this bearish candle out of it because price came up. We came into the discounted price range, and we had sellers in control out of it. So I ended up taking my trade off of this candle right here, which we could, just my sell position. Hold on 1 second. That's my fib. Yep, short position. So I took my position right at candle close here. I ended up putting my stop right above this high right here, this candle, because usually I put my stop loss a little bit where equilibrium will get invalidated. But on this trade, I didn't want to risk too much, so I ended up putting my stop loss above this candle's high right here, and I ended up putting my take profit all the way down at this 1 hour low because I thought price was going to take out these 1 hour lows since it took out two forms of a high time frame sell side liquidity on this side. So as you can see, price came down, ended up coming back up into our equilibrium. I let the trade play out. I didn't let emotions take over, and we let the price play out and ended up coming down, hitting our take profit. This was a 1 to 1.61 risk to reward ratio on this one. So yeah, I mean, the reason behind this trade is really why I took it on ES is because I saw Nasdaq, it swept out those lows. So most likely in my brain and the way I trade, I was hoping ES was going to give me a setup. At first I thought ES was just going to come down with no setup and take out these lows the way that since Nasdaq was moving this quick. But we ended up getting that retracement back up into our bearish fair value gap or imbalance and into equilibrium, and that's usually an A+ setup for me. And I ended up taking the trade right out of that bearish candle out of it. So that's the trade I took today. I'm going to post a live video on my Instagram right now. Sorry I'm posting so late. I had to go to the gym, and then I had an incident happen today, so I had to take care of that. So yeah, I'm gonna post a video pretty soon. I had the whole trade live on my account, and so you guys know I'm not ripping you guys off and making this stuff up. But I'll post that live video pretty soon, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow for a New York session. All right.